The second topic, looking at the wider context, is to try and find out about some policies. So I checked on the Ministry of Education, Sport and Culture website. It's called MEXT. And the Japanese side of the site does have a lot of information, which would be quite difficult, frankly, for me to plough through and try to extract the key points. But the English side has very little information except kind of headlines and brief summaries. But I'll use that for now. And there are 16 policies concerning higher education. And the one that I think I can perhaps use technology to try and help implement is number 6, which is the internationalization of universities. And then that's a massive subject on its own as to what that means. But I'll, this is a brief video, so I'll just talk about there are 4 projects within that one to enhance the international identity of universities in Japan. And one project that my university is involved with is called the sort of Global Human Resource Project, or in Japanese, Global Jinzai. So I have a lot of students who are on that track, and they may, in some form or other, want to study abroad or have some sort of future career in another country. So we're there to try and help them prepare for that. So I teach a number of courses, including one on something called the Model United Nations and one on global issues. And both of those address very real social and political problems that the world faces, and encourages the students to try and think of solutions to overcome those issues. And we use technology a lot in the class. They're very collaborative, so students must work together in the classroom or outside of the classroom to create, particularly for the Model United Nations class, documents which are heavily research based, and they use to create resolutions based on the United Nations model of resolutions. And in fact, this Friday I'm going to New York with some students to take part in one of these Model United Nations events. So that group have been using Line, Facebook, Google Sites. They have their own website to work together to prepare for this event. Sounds very glamorous, but actually it's a big bit of responsibility, and it's a long way to go. But because of technology, I think my students are very well prepared, and they've collaborated with other universities as well beforehand. And I think it's a good model for how technology can be used to further Japanese government's policy aim of internationalizing universities.